fire!
Our understanding of physics, energy, and the universe is about to change forever. After Isaac Newton theorized gravity and Albert Einstein theorized relativity, our understanding of the universe was altered dramatically, and the impact of these concepts on science and technology was exponential. In the tradition of these monumental works in physics, one of the most significant breakthroughs of humankind may now be unfolding, and its revelations have the potential to shift our perception of matter, energy, and the universe like never before. We may be on the brink of understanding how to access unlimited clean energy, heal countless diseases, and experience effortless travel across space while avoiding time. Introducing Spyroe Theory. For years, scientists have been searching for a theory of everything, mathematics that explain how and why everything in the universe works. But every theory falls short, with gaps, inconsistencies, and irreconcilable problems that leave a void between where the theory of gravity ends and quantum theory begins. Finally, Spyroe Theory connects all the dots. Physics is the study of matter and energy. Physics describes gravity on a large scale, with math that can reliably predict how objects, even the planets and stars, will move. But while physics can explain broad concepts like gravity, it cannot explain what a single unit of gravity looks like, or even how and where it exists. Quantum theory is a mathematical explanation of small particles, like atoms. This theory triggered breakthroughs in medicine and technology, from harnessing new energies to building computers. But there's a problem. Quantum theory conflicts with the other pillar of modern physics, general relativity, our theory of gravity. Imagine the ocean. General relativity explains how the waves move. Quantum theory explains how the water molecules move. But no one has been able to explain how the movements of the large and very small work together. In fact, the two pillars of physics are incompatible, until now. Spyroe Theory is a cohesive theory of everything, and for the first time ever, is able to effectively describe a single unit of gravity, or graviton, and this changes everything. Spyroe Theory suggests that when we decode the blueprint of gravity, we can understand one of the most powerful forces in the universe. Understanding the shape of a graviton enables understanding of the shape of all energy, and even the universe itself. And when we truly understand gravity, we can access its unlimited power. Gravity is a flow of energy. But what does that look like? And where does that energy begin and end? Spyroe Theory suggests it has no end. Just as tiny particles like atoms are continually spinning, gravity is constantly moving. But while the movement of atoms is random, the movement of gravity is constant and predictable. Spyroe Theory suggests a graviton is a force that is constantly winding and unwinding. Therefore, the universe itself is energy that is winding and unwinding. Gravity pulls everything into itself and eventually forms a sphere. A sphere, like a planet or star, is the evidence of gravity at work, attributing equal force in all directions. And if we perceive a sphere from any angle or direction, it looks uniform. But how gravity creates spheres is by energy moving in an inverse sphere on all axes. The simplest way to visualize this is to imagine an inverse sphere, or torus, combined on an x, y, and z axis. The energy of gravity flows in toward the center and out the other end in a continuous current of motion on all three dimensions. We're beginning to see what gravity looks like. If we look closer, we see that the movement of gravity is fully connected, like perfectly meshed gears working together, spinning each other like propellers, forever winding and unwinding in unison. Every graviton can be visualized as having 6 vortexes. Each graviton connects with other gravitons to fill all space. The continual motion of a graviton creates a vortex-shaped energy field at the polar ends. This energy field syncs with all other gravitons and makes up the universal energy field. So when we see a unit of gravity or a unit of matter, we see the shape of the universe. This means the universe didn't begin with a Big Bang that is continually expanding.
but rather the universe is in continual motion, forever unwinding and winding in on itself, just as a unit of gravity is in continual motion. Understanding the shape of the universe and the motion inherent in all units of energy could unlock the knowledge to build machinery able to instantly travel through all space. As Spyroe Theory suggests that all space is connected and instantly accessible, it also suggests that human consciousness is also connected. A human can only see from their personal position in space and time, and when we observe, our perception and consciousness is entangled with humankind's collective consciousness. The more one person learns, the more we collectively learn, and the more detail we can see and understand. Because we collectively perceive from many different angles, the shape of what we perceive can be visualized as a sphere. And just as gravity is in continual motion and connected through all space as a sphere, our consciousness is also connected in continuous motion through all space. Spyroe Theory is a revolutionary concept because it suggests a shape for all energy. But while the concept brings to light a whole new way of seeing gravity, thought, and the universe, this concept needs mathematics to fully realize its claims. The Spiral Propeller is a physical representation of the shape and mechanics of a graviton. If this propeller were built, it could demonstrate the power of gravity before our eyes and prove the concepts in Spyroe Theory, validating its claims. When brought to speed through an external energy source, the Spiral Propeller should sync with the universal energy field, and when in sync, its operator should be able to control navigation through gravity. Building this propeller is one of the next steps in advancing Spyroe Theory. While Isaac Newton long understood the basics of gravity, it still took years for him to fully realize a theory of gravity through calculus. Now that Spyroe Theory has been presented, it too needs math to add color and texture to the portrait of the universe it sketches, and ultimately complete this concept as a provable theory, upon which technology can progress to new heights.